Hi guys, welcome to my holiday vlog, Confessions of an Undertaker on tour, if you like. We're currently in the beautiful, sorry, let me short my shirt out, the beautiful county of Cornwall. We've been here a couple of days, so when we get here, got here Saturday morning. So it's just a case of settling in and exploring the place. We got a lovely caravan with some absolutely stunning views. I'll give you a quick tour. So that's the view behind us, which is absolutely lovely. And this is our caravan, our home for the week. So nice spacious kitchen, which is always good. Not that I'm planning to do a lot of cooking, but it's always nice to have a bit of a kitchen anyway. Lounge and diner, I suppose. Lovely balcony. Looks right over. Again, lovely countryside. It's absolutely stunning here. The weather's about 25 degrees today, so it's absolutely boiling hot, which is what you want when you're on holiday. It's the small bedroom, or the walk-in wardrobe as we've deemed it, and this is the master bedroom with the ensuite. Happy days. So, like I said, we're here for a week. We got here on Saturday, we go home on Saturday, and in that time we hope to visit the Port Eliot estate in St Germans, which is just a small village a couple of miles outside of Lou, where we're staying. So yeah, that's what we're going to be hopefully be doing in the next couple of days. So yeah, I'll keep you posted. Hi guys, so welcome to another day here on holiday. It's another really hot day. It's about 26 degrees out there at the moment. It is really hot and not pleasant at all. I'm very much a winter person, so this sun and the heat is just really not great. Not for me anyway. You know, you're going out, you're getting hot, you're getting sweaty and sticky. You know, you've got to slather yourself in sun cream, and it's just not nice. But anyway, enough of that. I'm enjoying myself anyway, as much as I can do in this ridiculously, stupidly hot, un-British weather. Because usually this time of year, British summertime, it's either pouring with rain or blowing a gale. So it's, I suppose, it's quite nice. So I thought I would try and kill two birds with one stone, because I know I haven't done a Confessions of an Undertaker video recently, mainly because just work commitments, really, just haven't had the time to do it. So I'll try and kind of incorporate a little bit into the holiday vlog. So I thought I'd answer a couple of questions I got asked over the last few weeks. The first one being about transportation of the deceased, what you can and can't do, what's legal, what's not, and what is, you know, illegal. Well, if we're speaking about here in the UK, someone's lawnmower going off. We'll try and ignore that. Here in the UK, transporting the deceased, whether you're doing it by yourself or whether it's a funeral home doing it, there's no kind of legal framework in place. There's nothing in law that dictates kind of transportation practices to funeral homes or to private individuals. Now, obviously, you can, if you want to, convey your own deceased from a hospital or their place of death to wherever, but I would recommend against that. There are some things in life where you just need to let the professionals do it, and kind of transporting dead bodies around the place and getting involved with funerals and things like that, I would suggest personally, is definitely one of those things. Unless you are really kitted out for it, it's not practical to do. So you can do it, but I wouldn't recommend it. Employ funeral director. That's what people employ funeral directors for, so that they undertake these tasks on our behalf, because at the end of the day they're the professionals, they know what they're doing, they've got all the equipment, all the kit to deal with it. So that is that. I hope that's kind of answered that question. That question came from somebody, a follower of the blog, who lives in America, so I think she kind of wanted the American spin on it. Now unfortunately I can't give that, because I'm not an American and I don't work out in America. I can only give the UK kind of spin on the funeral industry. So yeah, that's it really. If like I said, you can do it, there's no law stopping you, but I wouldn't recommend it. I would leave it to the professionals, leave it to the undertakers to undertake that responsibility. The second question I got asked was about dressing the deceased. Now, it seems to me from the correspondence I get, especially on Facebook, that in the United States, the practice of dressing a body fully is not that common, because the caskets you have over there obviously are, there's two sections to them, a top half and a bottom half. Obviously the top half opens to reveal the head, chest, and the arms of the deceased, and then there's kind of like a little almost like a curtain separating the waist from the legs of the body, so you don't actually see the foot end of the casket. So again, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm getting the impression that over in America you only dress one half of the body, which is the part that wants to be seen. Here in the UK, we dress everybody fully. So if a family member brings in a full suit, a dinner suit, or an evening gown, wedding dress, whatever, we make sure that person is dressed in what the family have brought in. Even if they are not viewing, we obviously take care of the person to the highest quality and make sure that person is dressed in the clothes that their family want them to be dressed in. So we don't kind of only dress half a body or anything like that. Obviously over here in the UK we use coffins, the traditional coffins where the whole lid comes off. So when you come to a chapel arrest in an English funeral parlour, you see the whole person in the coffin. So the whole body gets dressed. But regardless whether someone's viewing or not, we still dress them anyway. So I hope that's answered that little question. I'm going to go and grab a cold beer now, because it is just far too hot to be sat here talking to a camera, especially when there's cold beers in the fridge. So I will leave you in peace, and I'll be back later on in the week with another section of this video. Thanks, bye-bye. So we're nearly reaching the end of our holiday. It's Friday today, so we go home tomorrow. It's been quite a good week. Yesterday I went to the Port Elliot estate. Those of you who follow me on Instagram will have seen the pictures of the outside of the house. Now I've been really looking forward to going to this place for a long time, because I've read so much about it on the internet, about the actual house itself, and also the lord that lived there, the 10th Earl of St. Germans. He's actually no longer with us at the moment, but he was quite an eccentric character, quite an interesting person. So I knew a little bit about it before I went there. Anyway, and that's partly the reason I wanted to go. So when we arrived, we drove up to the main house. We couldn't get in, so we went and had something to eat and drink in the village, and then we went actually into the house when it opened up at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And it said as we went in, what you got to remember is this is somebody's private house. It's not National Trust or English Heritage or anything like that. It's completely privately owned, so it's nothing too fancy. If you're expecting like something like Buckingham Palace or Windsor Castle, you'd be very, very sorely disappointed. But it is what it is, and people go there for its kind of unique charm. And it said on there, due to tax and insurance purposes, that no photography or videography was allowed anywhere inside the house, which really ticked me off a little bit, because I think if you're paying good money to go somewhere, in the age that we're living in with Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and all the rest of it, people are going to want to be able to take pictures to share with their family and friends on social media, and you're not allowed to do that. But you think somebody's private residence, you got to respect that. So obviously that's why there was no video or no photographs of actually inside the house. If you actually Google Port Eliot Estate on the internet, you'll get pages and pages of the inside of the house anyway. So you'll know what it looks like, but you can't. If you're a visitor there, you can't actually film or take any pictures inside, which was a little bit annoying, but. The actual house itself is very well lived in, shall we say. You can tell it's a family home, and they've had a lot of people stay, and over the years, things have been worn and not replaced and a little bit dilapidated, but I suppose that is like the part of the English aristocratic charm, I suppose. A lot of people think that the aristocracy is still quite wealthy, because they've got these big houses and lots of land and things like that. It's just not true. Yes, they've got the land and the houses, and they're probably very wealthy on paper. They're property rich, but cash poor. And this is partly the reason why Port Eliot and a lot of houses like you have over the years become a little bit worn, a little bit shabby, and a little bit dilapidated, because obviously there's just no money about at all. So next time you see a famous lord or lady or duke or earl or duchess or whatever on the telly, they might dress the part, but the reality is they probably haven't got a pot to piss in, but just like the rest of us, really. But that aside, it was really, really fantastic. The weather was glorious. The grounds are beautiful. Like I said, the house itself, it is what it is. The outside of the house is absolutely stunning. The inside, again, it's got character, it's got charm. It's a home. It's a well lived in family home. So just bear that in mind when you go in there. There's not a lot to see in regards to rooms. I think there's only about 4 or 5 actual rooms that you see, and it's all on the ground level. Say ground level. No, I think you have to go one small flight of stairs, so it's not really that accessible if you are in a wheelchair, unfortunately, unless there's another way around it. Then, but this is a grade 1 listed building, so they can't really do a lot to it anyway, even if they had the money. So I can't see them putting in a lift anytime soon, but you never know. So that was yesterday. Today has been a relaxing day, a chilled out day. We've had a look round Loo. Loo's a very nice little fishing village, about 1.5 miles from where we're staying at the holiday site, and that's really nice, very pleasant. You know, there's a beach there. It's lovely. Cornwall is a lovely, lovely county. I love it. I spent many a happy holiday here over the years, and you never know, one day I might just decide to pack up, move away from Bristol and move down to Cornwall. You never know, but until then, I'm happy just coming here on holiday every once in a while. Hello again. Right, the holiday is officially over. Back in Bristol, we've left sunny Cornwall behind, which is a great shame because it was absolutely lovely. Really, really nice. Didn't do an awful lot, to be honest with you, except relax, eat, drink, sleep. Yeah, and look round, obviously, well, Port Elliot in St. Germans we had a look round in. We went to Loo. You know, there's plenty of places to eat and drink, bars, cafes, restaurants, you name it, they've got it all there. So it was a really, really lovely, lovely week. So back now, relaxed, refreshed, ready to go to work tomorrow. Back to normal now, I'm afraid. So I've got 12 weeks now to kind of try and do as much overtime as I can, because in 12 weeks time we're going on another holiday. It'll be a cruise this time, so a cruise around the Canaries, taking in a little bit of North Africa as well. So yeah, that should make some good good videos, I hope. Anyway, I do honestly hope, but we shall see. Obviously, being on a cruise ship, the phone signal isn't going to be that brilliant, so the only thing I'll be doing is basically recording the videos as and when, and loading them all up when I get back home, and then loading them up onto the YouTube channel. So that's what I should be doing while on holiday, as well as obviously enjoying the sights, the sounds and the smells of the Canary Islands. Yeah, so that's it. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching. Any comments or messages, obviously put them in the messages or the comments section in the video, and I'll do my best to reply to all of them. Speak to you soon.